What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy. Today, I want to talk about maybe the Yankees are going to bring back David Robertson. I think it makes sense, but before we do that, I just want to say thank you to you guys for 500 subs. I know it's such a small milestone in the grand scheme of things, but it's still something, so shout out to you guys for that. My goal is 1,000 by opening day, so maybe we could get that done. If you aren't currently subscribed, please go hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Like, comment, you guys know the drill at this point. But yeah, David Robertson back to the Yankees. Let me start off by saying I think that this is a move that anybody could see coming from like 10 miles away. First of all, the Yankees love reuniting with past players. Like, we saw them reunite with Adam Warren like 15 times already. And this would be, I think, the second time reuniting with D-Rob, because he originally came up with the Yankees, then he left for Chicago, and then he came back in the 2017 trade that involved Todd Frazier and Tommy Kahnle. And then they let him walk after 2018. He signed with Philly. He hasn't pitched in 2 years. He hasn't pitched since 2018. He had a little bit of time in 2019, I believe. Yeah, he pitched in 7 games, wasn't too good. And then he had an injury. He was out the past 2 seasons. But listen, he's apparently going to be throwing for teams on February 11th for a little showcase. I think that if he shows at least a decent amount of potential, the Yankees will undoubtedly offer the dude a contract. Only because they're so familiar with him. And if it's like a 1 year, $1 million kind of deal, I don't see where they could go wrong with that. I understand there's better options currently on the free agent market, but we've seen many times this offseason so far, the Yankees aren't really looking to break the bank, obviously. So in my past video, I talked about Trevor Rosenthal coming to the Yankees and why I think it would make perfect sense. It does make perfect sense, except if he wants too much money. If he wants too much money, the Yankees will definitely look into this David Robertson route. Because like I said before, I think 1 year, $1 million would be a perfect deal for Robertson. That's probably like the max I would go for him, especially since he hasn't pitched in 2 years and he's getting up there in age. Kind of like a similar situation in Corey Kluber, except I could see Robertson getting a lot less money than Corey Kluber did. I think the Yankees signed Kluber for $11 million. Robertson's going to get nowhere near that. I can guarantee that. And if the Yankees are looking to stay under the salary tax threshold and still re-sign Brett Gardner, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that if they want Rosenthal, so Robertson might be the next best bet. I think it all comes down to what he shows in his showcase on February 11th. I'm assuming the Yankees are going to be there just to do their due diligence, but listen, it all depends on what they see. If the Yankees look at David Robertson and they see this dude has absolutely nothing left in the tank, there's no shot he resigns. But if he looks pretty good, I can almost guarantee the Yankees will pounce on him, just because it's one of those things that we've seen from them all offseason. Low risk, high reward. I think I say it in every piece of content that I've made so far this offseason. You look at guys like Corey Kluber, Jameson Taillon, Darren O'Day. These are all guys that are low risk, high reward. It's basically the motto of the Yankees offseason. They're not looking to take any big risks because they're not looking to risk any money. They're not looking to risk any top prospects. So therefore, David Robertson might be a guy that fits into those plans. And I know a lot of people might be opposed to it just because they're like, oh, we need another guy that hasn't pitched in 2 years. I agree to a point. I definitely think that the bullpen could use some stable arms. Like I mentioned in the last episode, the Yankees bullpen right now isn't looking as good as it was in previous seasons. We just have Green, Britton, Chapman. Those are the guys that I'm mainly relying on at this point. So if you could add as much depth as possible and just see who works throughout the season, I think that might be the route the Yankees have to go in, because they're clearly not going to get a guy like Garrett, guy like Hader. So I don't know. It's just a really tough situation, because I understand both sides of the argument. I understand people who will comment and they'll say, you're crazy. Robertson has nothing left in the tank. He's old. He hasn't pitched in 2 years. I get that. But then I also get the people who comment and they're like, yeah, Robertson could be a good idea just for depth. There's nothing to really lose, and there's a potential for a high upside. So listen, bottom line, do I think the Yankees are going to sign David Robertson? If I had to put it on a meter of 1 to 10, with 10 being they're definitely going to sign him, I'd probably put it at like a 6 at this point. And depending on how he does in the showcase, like I mentioned, that could go up to like a 9 or a 10 pretty easily. So yeah, that's probably going to wrap things up for today. I just wanted to hop on here really quick and kind of discuss why I think David Robertson might make sense for the current state of the Yankees. We do go live just about every night around 9 p.m., talk about Yankees, other baseball topics, and I do go live on Twitch directly after, twitch.tv/Unhinged New York. So I appreciate you guys. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, helps us out a bunch. Appreciate you all. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.